I'm John McKay's first team coach Mark Hams after this evening's 4-2 victory over Harrow Borough. Mark, it was 4-2 this evening. It could have been about 8-4. It was quite an entertaining game. How was it to watch from the dugout?
Yeah, you're right. It was. How many chances do we want to win games and try and do silly back heels into the goal and do 1-2 passing in their 6-yard box? It could have just. It could, and there's no disrespect to them. It could have been 6 or 7 for us, but you're right. They could have nicked a couple as well. But yeah, I think if you've paid your money to get in tonight, you've had good value.
Wade Small came on Saturday, made an immediate impact on Saturday, unlucky not to get the winning goal, but he made quite an impact today as well, didn't he, from the off?
Yeah, I mean, in effect, Wade had scored Saturday and he's come on and scored and done what we asked him to. It was just the referee's decision that put pay to that. But he's done, I mean, them two tonight I thought were phenomenal. I thought they were really, really, really good. And Bobby Traynor got a lot of credit for shutting fullbacks down and working hard off the ball when he wasn't doing what he does, scoring goals. But if they haven't, they've certainly matched it tonight, if not beat it, the pair of them.
Absolutely. I just said to Gary McDonald as well that you mentioned Bobby Traynor there. We might have missed him from the penalty spot, but not so with Dean Lodge.
Yeah, I mean, I shouldn't really say. I'm struggling to think when Lodge's missed one, but yeah, anyone should score a penalty now, shouldn't they?
And in the midfield, I thought Somner and Sanko absolutely bossed it this evening. Yeah,
good strength in there. Both can pick a pass when necessary. Both can put their foot in. Both can win headers, and both are quite aggressive. And I mean, it's good. Sometimes you look at teams that have done well in this league, and you look around their whole squad, and you see a big set of shoulders. And I'm not saying we're going to go massive land of the giants and bosh the ball every game, but it does count for a lot. Having two big strong boys in there does count for a lot.
You went for 2 up front this evening. Was that having watched Harrow play, or was that a tactic that you're going to use at home more regularly this season?
Well, it was 2 up front on Saturday as well. So at the moment we're going with 2 up front. That's just the strategy that we're going with. We experimented with one last year. It's not to say we won't do it again at times this year, but at the moment it's going okay. So we'll stick with that.
And as a management team, are you happy with the squad that you've got at the moment? I think this time last year, Douse was still saying that we could still use a couple of new faces around the place. Are you happy with the squad you've got there?
Yeah, it feels good. It feels probably one of, if not the best we've worked with so far, particularly in this division, since we've been in this division. So yeah, it's comfortable. It's a good bunch of lads to be working with.
And the fans were poking a bit of fun at Douse, saying that top 8 is a realistic target, because he says that sort of thing. Is that where we're aiming this season?
Top 10, I'd say.
Top 10.
Top 10 is more of a realistic target, but you might disagree. You might say top 12.
Fair enough. And how much of a headache does it give you ahead of Saturday's game? Because the team played well Saturday. The guys who've come in today also played well.
Yeah, it is. What we wanted was to come out of Saturday and have a headache for Monday, and now we've come out of Monday and we wanting another headache for Saturday. So we've got issues, and not only necessarily with performances, but they've shown a great attitude tonight, because a lot of them accepted, reluctantly probably, being left out, and Douse had his reasons. He got everything spot on in terms of the team selection, and I didn't patronise the players by saying well done boys for showing a good attitude. They don't need, that's the sort of thing you do with 10-year-olds. They know that tonight was a good effort all round, a good unit effort, a team effort, and again there's a couple that have pulled up with cramp. Are they going to recover in time for Saturday? Got a few days to find out.
It was a good performance, a good result, but is there room for improvement, particularly on the defensive side?
Yeah, well,
disappointed with the goals we conceded?
Yeah, what we don't want is to have this sort of, you never know whether we're going to win 6-5 or lose 6-5, because at the moment the way things are, we'll get opportunities. I'm not saying we're going to go and terrorise teams, because that's far too arrogant after 2 games, far too arrogant at any time, but yeah, we need to brush up on bits and pieces and just address a few issues here and there, which hopefully we can do over the course of Thursday night and take it into Saturday.
One thing that strikes me about this team is not just tonight but Saturday as well, that maybe a year and a half ago when Dean Lodge was here, he was the only real player who could add that spark, beat a player, take something. We seem to have 3 or 4 players who can do that out there. Yeah,
I mean the nature of the way the game is these days is played by athletes, and fine margins of being fitter and sharper and quicker than other people are big factors. And if you look at Andre, with 5 minutes to go, he's chased up the lad, must have had 10 yards on him, and he's carrying cramp as well, and he's raced into the corner and hit that ball, and against that sort of pace, I mean, in the era when we played, you could only defend against someone like that in one way, and you can't do it now, so I wouldn't fancy playing against that sort of pace in several departments, let alone one.
And you're a big man for the fitness. How pleased are you with the fitness levels of the squad?
Oh, it's looking alright. I mean, you can say that a few were cramping up tonight, but we're probably the first club this season in our division. Well, we are the first club in our division this season, as well as Harrow tonight, to play Saturday and then straight away on a Monday. We gear our training sessions towards that, of course. We gear our training sessions towards that, of course, playing on Saturday and then training on Monday if we don't have a game. So you can pick anything out of the sessions, but sorry, out of the fitness. But Saturday was a hard task, not just the game itself, but sitting on the minibus all the way around the M25, getting caught in 3 sets of traffic and not being able to get out and have a drink and sweating like mad and whatever. But they're coming through okay. They're coming through all right.
Cheers. Well played tonight.
Cheers, Simon. Thank you, mate. Cheers, Alan. Thank you.